Here are my perks, quirks, and irks for the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Lincoln Embrace, walk up to the car. Very cool sequence from the inside to the out for your day runners. Lincoln digital welcome mat, as well as you have lights in each one of the door handles. Secure code right there, very cool. Fun note, my old boss a few years ago used to have one of these, but the Ford version, and his code was 90210, like that show from the 90s. Nautilus badging there, very nice. I like that it's raised as well. Little thing that irks me, there's no name on the rear. 2.7 turbo all-wheel drive logo there, Lincoln logo there, but just no name of the car. I think it's one of the only cars that I can think of anyway that doesn't have its own name on the rear. Anyways, I think that's it for the exterior perks, quirks, and irks for me. We'll be right back taking a look at the interior irks, perks, quirks, 2019 Lincoln Nautilus.
Quick quirk is the headlights on the 2019 Nautilus are kind of like the jewel eye headlights from the Acura vehicle. So there's 5 separate bulbs, 3 are for your regular lights and 2 are for your high beams. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. Back with the interior.
All right, let's talk about the quirks and perks and irks of the inside of the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Cool thing, I consider this a perk. You can change your ambient light colors, and there they are. And it shows up in here. So let's go to lilac. Changes. Anyway, it's not going to bore you with that. Another cool thing is the sound the turn signal makes. It's kind of a dull talk, 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 as opposed to like a higher pitched tick tock that most other cars have. So that's kind of cool and interesting. The pattern for your storage in between the floating, or underneath the floating center console is the same pattern as the front grille, that Lincoln mesh business. So that's very cool. The Lincoln logo is vertical. The buttons to control your temperature and such are horizontal. So I think that's kind of quirky. There's a CD player. That's also another quirky little thing. There is an angled USB port for the driver. There's a straight look at it, and you can see it's angled towards the left. That's kind of cool as well. I can't show this to you because, well, it's dangerous driving, but on your speedometer, there's that little thing there, and if you're close to a car, it shows up as yellow, and when you're too close to the car, it shows up as red. So you can see why I don't want to show that to you, but it's still a very cool and quirky thing. We went over the digital welcome mat and the Lincoln Embrace, and we went over the jewel eye headlights. The mats, it's themselves, I know it's a little dirty, it's winter, it's been snowing. Kind of the same thing, matches the pattern of the front grille. Very, very nice. The door right now, it's unlocked. I'm going to press lock. Little red light shows up. So that's kind of a quirky thing as well. What else do we do? Angled USB, let's keep sliding along. The roof is massive, and the sunroof is massive, and to me that's a huge perk of the car because it's a black interior. Again, the specific press model that I have. So when the sunroof's closed and the shade is closed, it gets really, it just feels closed and smaller in here than it should. But you open that up and it lets a ton of light into the cabin. Massaging seats. How do we do that? Let's go here. No, hold on. There's a little side button. Yep, there you go. Massage. Not sure if you can hear it, but yeah, it is definitely on. I'm going to put it off because, well, I don't really need a massage right now. 360-degree camera. Very cool. So the car is in reverse. As you can see, I'm in the front spot. There's a spot behind me. There's no cars around because it's a closed-off parking lot. There's your backup camera. And a cool thing, you push your lever backwards to get your rear washer fluid out, and it washes it for you, the backup camera. So you're always, unless you're out of fluid, you're almost always guaranteed to have a clear view going backwards, and that's pretty awesome. The park assist is there as well in case you just don't have the confidence to get into a smaller spot. The car will do its best to help you out. 22-way driver's seat, very cool. We went over the rear camera. Wireless charging pad right in there. Oh, let's back up. There it is. Very, very cool. Really like that. The folding mirrors. When you shut the door, you can actually choose to do that manually as well. So there's the button, and there it is. So in case you're in a really tight spot, or you live in a condo or whatever, yeah, that's that. Irk, heated steering wheel. There's no button on the wheel. There's no button here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes to do one thing, and if I don't want it on, I'm gonna go back and shut it off. I really don't like that Lincoln. Just give me a button, even if it's on the underneath here like Porsche has, or anywhere. The wood trim, kind of cheesy for me. It's not even real wood. At least it doesn't look like real wood to me. Anyways, some people like it. Lincoln knows their customers better than I do. I can just comment on what I see. We went over the no rear badging, and that's just such a really weird and strange thing for me. Another irk. I've never liked this in cars, but there's your little handle, and there's no bottom to it. Think of the storage you're missing out on, Lincoln. My hand goes through. Don't like that. There's a Lincoln badge on the sill right here, and it lights up when the doors open. So kind of a cool look at night. There's some snow, and there's a light on, off, and back on, and now back off. The fuel efficiency really hasn't been all that great for me. I've only done 208 kilometers, half highway, half city, and it's 15.5 when the car is rated at 11.0 combined. So I'm like way over. Anyways, yeah, that's just a bit of an irk for me. There's no air direction button. First world problems again, but I can only comment on what I see. So if I'm listening to the radio, I got to go one and then jump in there. My gloves are on, and it's got to push really hard, and you might push the wrong thing because these are pretty small buttons, or little touchpad things. Anyways, I think that wraps up my perks, quirks, and irks on the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Overall, great car. Just a few things that just, a little weird, but a lot of cool quirky things and a lot of great perky things. A lot of great perks, not perky things. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. Or if you have picked up on any perks, quirks, or irks that I've missed, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.